it all started when he was a farmer. And the minister came to him and said there was a family in an adjacent farm that was going through some severe hardships. The minister was there to ask my grandfather if he would take milk to the family for the children. The next morning, when that farmer who was experiencing hardship got up, there was a cow in his front yard. My grandfather said, the children don't need milk just for a day. They need milk every single day. Grandpa Mark was probably, or my grandfather Piper, as I refer to him, was probably the most significant influence, because when my father died at the age of 30, he came to be my father in so many ways.
I'm fourth generation for Piper Realty. My great-grandfather started Piper Realty, so we have very deep roots in the community, and as a result, we have been very blessed by this community.
When the Community Foundation came to the family and said they wanted to establish the Piper Family Philanthropy Award, it was probably the most overwhelming experience and gift that I think any of us in the family could have ever thought would happen, because we didn't see ourselves as that different from so many of the other families in the community that had been such good givers. For us to be acknowledged in that way simply meant to me that we have an obligation to pass on that blessing to as many others as we possibly can, because there are so many in the community that are such good givers and who care so much about this community. And I think they deserve as much acknowledgement and even more than perhaps the Piper family does.
The naming of the Piper Family Award means a lot to our generation. It reminds us of where our family has come from in this community and the things that they did to help make this community a great place to live.
Community philanthropy is important because there's always going to be a gap in the community between the services provided by public and private sector and the needs of the community. And it's up to that community to help fill that gap through their volunteer efforts, through their treasure, and through their time.
The women in the Piper family have been very influential to me, and these are women like my grandmother, who I never was fortunate enough to meet, and these are the women that have married into the Piper family, like my mother and Karen Piper and Judy Piper and Wanda and Joyce. And watching all of these women in the way that they gave back to the community. As a little girl, I participated in events with them and saw what they did and learned that this is the way that you lead your life. As the younger generation of the Piper family looks for future honorees, we would hope to find individuals and families that are invested in this community, that see all the wonderful things happening and are aiming to do big and small things to help make Flint the wonderful place it can be.
I'm not sure any one person can change the world. On the other hand, as I have said to, I think, the family, just because you can't change the whole world, never hesitate to make a good difference in the piece of the world that's yours.